Relationships are beautiful, but they're not always smooth sailing. Conflicts and disagreements are bound to arise, and how we handle them can either bring us closer or drive us apart. In this video, we'll explore valuable strategies to navigate conflicts in a productive and constructive manner. By understanding the importance of empathy, compromise, and effective communication, you can learn to resolve conflicts while strengthening the bond with your partner. Embracing empathy. When conflicts arise in a relationship, it's important to approach them with empathy. Empathy means putting yourself in your partner's shoes and understanding their feelings and perspective. It's about genuinely listening and acknowledging their emotions without judgment. During a disagreement, take a moment to pause and consider how your partner might be feeling. Try to imagine what they're going through and validate their emotions. By showing empathy, you create an environment of understanding and compassion, which can help diffuse tension and build a stronger connection. Empathy doesn't mean you have to agree with your partner's point of view, but it does mean that you respect their feelings and are willing to listen. By practicing empathy, you demonstrate that you value their emotions and are committed to finding a resolution that considers both of your needs. Active listening. When it comes to resolving conflicts in relationships, active listening is key. It means giving your undivided attention to your partner and truly hearing what they have to say. Active listening involves more than just hearing the words, it's about understanding the underlying emotions and concerns. To practice active listening, focus on your partner's words without interrupting or formulating your response in your head. Show genuine interest by maintaining eye contact, nodding, and providing verbal cues to let them know you're engaged in the conversation. Avoid distractions and give them the space to express themselves fully. Ask clarifying questions to ensure you understand their perspective accurately. By actively listening, you create an atmosphere of trust and openness, which paves the way for effective communication and conflict resolution. Remember, active listening isn't about agreeing with everything your partner says, but rather about showing them that you value their thoughts and feelings. It sets the stage for a constructive dialogue where both parties feel heard and understood. Finding common ground. When you find yourself in a conflict with your partner, it's crucial to shift your focus from differences to common ground. Remember, you're both in this relationship together. Look for shared interests, values, or goals that can serve as a foundation for resolving the issue at hand. By identifying these commonalities, you create a starting point for finding a solution that works for both of you. Finding common ground doesn't mean giving up your own needs or beliefs. Instead, it's about recognizing that there are areas where compromise is possible and exploring those options. It may involve a bit of creativity and flexibility. By working collaboratively and seeking out win-win solutions, you can foster a sense of cooperation and maintain the harmony in your relationship. Respectful communication. When resolving conflicts in relationships, it's crucial to prioritize respectful communication. This means avoiding personal attacks, blame, and defensiveness. Instead, express your thoughts and feelings using I statements to convey your perspective without sounding accusatory. Respectful communication involves actively listening to your partner's point of view and responding in a way that maintains dignity and mutual understanding. It's about finding a balance between assertiveness and respect for their perspective. Remember to choose your words carefully and avoid derogatory or hurtful language. Speak from a place of empathy and understanding, aiming to find solutions rather than escalating the conflict. By practicing respectful communication, you create a safe and nurturing environment where both partners feel valued and heard. Additionally, it's important to be mindful of nonverbal cues, such as body language and tone of voice. Ensure that your nonverbal communication aligns with your respectful words to reinforce your commitment to resolving the conflict in a healthy manner. Taking a timeout. Sometimes, conflicts can escalate and emotions can run high, making it challenging to have a productive conversation. In such situations, it can be helpful to take a timeout. Taking a break allows both partners to step away from the conflict temporarily, calm down, and collect their thoughts. During the timeout, it's essential to use it as an opportunity for self-reflection. Take this time to understand your own feelings, identify any triggers that may be contributing to the conflict, and consider alternative perspectives. Setting a specific time to reconvene and resume the conversation is crucial to avoid leaving the conflict unresolved. This allows both partners to gather their thoughts, regain composure, and approach the discussion with a clearer and calmer mindset. Remember, taking a timeout doesn't mean avoiding the conflict or sweeping it under the rug. It's a strategic pause to ensure that the subsequent conversation is more productive and conducive to finding a resolution that satisfies both partners. Seeking compromise. Resolving conflicts in relationships often requires finding a middle ground through compromise. It's important to understand that compromise doesn't mean sacrificing your needs or values entirely, but rather finding a solution that considers both partners' perspectives. When seeking compromise, it's crucial to focus on the bigger picture and the long-term well-being of the relationship. Collaborate with your partner and engage in open dialogue to generate ideas and alternatives that can satisfy both parties. Compromise involves a willingness to let go of some personal preferences and meet each other halfway. It requires flexibility, empathy, and a genuine desire to find solutions that are mutually beneficial. Remember, compromise is not about keeping score or winning at the expense of your partner. It's about fostering a sense of cooperation and understanding, where both partners feel heard and respected. By actively seeking compromise, you create a relationship dynamic that values fairness and promotes harmony. Learning from conflict. Every conflict can be an opportunity for growth and understanding within a relationship. Instead of viewing conflicts as something negative, it's helpful to see them as chances for personal and relational development. Take time to reflect on the patterns and triggers that contribute to recurring conflicts. By understanding these patterns, you can gain insight into underlying issues and work towards preventing similar conflicts in the future. Learning from conflict also involves self-reflection. Ask yourself how you may have contributed to the disagreement and what you can do differently next time. Consider how you can communicate more effectively or approach conflicts with greater empathy and understanding. By embracing conflicts as opportunities for growth, you can strengthen your relationship and develop valuable skills for navigating future challenges. Each conflict can be a stepping stone towards deeper understanding, stronger communication, and a more resilient bond with your partner. Conflict is an inevitable part of relationships, but it doesn't have to be destructive. By applying effective strategies, such as empathy, active listening, compromise, and respectful communication, you can navigate conflicts in a way that strengthens your bond with your partner. Remember, conflict resolution is a skill that can be honed with practice and patience. So, embrace conflicts as opportunities for growth, and let them pave the way to a more resilient and harmonious relationship.